healthy living with Intermountain Healthcare.
Mom said eat your veggies, and with good reason. But with our own kids, sometimes it's harder than it sounds, whether you've got a picky eater or maybe just a stubborn one. Well, Emily Lybbert is here, and she is going to help us with a fun way to get more produce in our kids' lives. So thank you, Emily, for being here. You're a registered dietitian with LDS Hospital.
Right.
And I need all the help I can get. Okay. So tell us, what do you believe is the trick to be getting our kids to eat more veggies and fruit?
I think the biggest thing is involving them in the process, right? The more that they'll be more invested if they're more involved, from grocery shopping, or like we'll talk about later today, going to the farmer's market, to the cooking in the kitchen, and then seeing you eat and be a good example of eating those fruits and veggies. They'll follow lead.
Is there a hang-up, though, when, they walk into the kitchen and there's yummy granola bars or fruit snacks or whatever? Like, how do you get them to grab the fruit?
That can be distracting. I would say making the fruits and veggies more visible than those other things. And children have this natural fear of new food, so being patient with them, too.
That's a good tip as well. Yeah, interesting.
So why is now such a great time to get our kids on board?
Now, these mean summertime.
Oh, summertime.
Okay. Summertime is great because lots of fruits and vegetables are available, and they're inexpensive at this time. So LDS Hospital has created this program called Produce Bucks that will be going on at 4 different farmers markets in this area, and it'll familiarize them with the concept of farm to fork.
Okay, so how does it actually work? What's a produce buck, Emily?
Perfect. Great question. So they'll have activities at the LDS booth at these farmers markets that take 3 to 5 minutes. They're geared for children ages 12 and under, and they'll be like crafts, scavenger hunts, coloring, things like that. Once they complete an activity, they'll be given a produce buck. And then at participating vendors, they can go and spend the produce buck, and they can buy whatever fruit or veggie that they want. And so if they're buying it, they're more likely to eat it.
I love that. It's like a little mini gift card that you're giving them to then go experience healthy eating, and it makes it fun for them.
Well, and then you're giving them the power. I love some of the tips you included, which they could use with the veggies they're getting at the farmer's market, or try out vegetarian recipes for different things like spaghetti, chili, and other foods, and use vegetables instead of meat. Why do you think that's going to work?
I think because if it's snuck in there, it's not as overwhelming, right? The tomato sauce is still all red, but you could add zucchini and peppers and onions, and they'll still get those veggies that they need, and it becomes a habit for them. Starting out young is great.
Certain fruits and vegetables, Emily, that are better than others? Are there things we should be looking for to feed our kids? If they're only going to have one serving that day, what should we give them?
I think variety is key. So just focusing on eating the rainbow is a good way that we teach kids to eat. So if they've had a lot of greens earlier in the week, try to get something orange or red in later that week.
Well, something that's important also is, you said, add a fruit or vegetable as part of every meal or snack. I love that, and I think that's such a great idea. And they can do that by coming to these farmers markets. We're going to list them up for everybody to be able to go to and find you guys this summer.
Yeah. Wednesdays right there in Sugar House. Also in Bountiful, and so many other places, all really throughout Utah. So make sure you tap into that and take advantage of this awesome opportunity, everybody. We so appreciate you being here, Emily. Thank you for coming and for what you're doing.
Thanks for having me.
More information at intermountainhealthcare.org. All the information there on your screen. Nisha?